Dallas and San Francisco have been on a collision course ever since the season began. The NFL's two juggernauts, head and shoulders above everyone else in the league. In 2 weeks, the Super Bowl will be played. After that, the Pro Bowl. Today, we'll play both. Their paths crossed once already this season, with the 49ers getting the best of the Cowboys. But Dallas only conceded the day, not the title. America's team is looking to steamroll to an unprecedented third straight Super Bowl championship in their own private destination, immortality. While both teams are trying to outrace each other to the history book. Who will be the first to win a record 5th Super Bowl trophy? The Niners have added muscle in an attempt to dethrone their tormentors from Texas, who've knocked them off in the last 2 title games, while Dallas has had to overcome a string of potentially devastating injuries. And for the game's best quarterback, today is yet another chance for Steve Young to step out of the long shadow of Joe Montana, grab some of the hardware that he made famous, and ride off into the sunset. Candlestick Park in San Francisco, and the sun has been out all day. Weather had been a problem, at least that's what everybody thought, but not today. Not in the parking lot, where the festivities have been going on since early this morning, and not on the playing field.
All that talk is over. I mean, the rain and what this guy said and what that guy said and who owns and the new coach and what, happened last year, that's all over. Now it's right now and what you do on this field from this point on.
The winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl to take on the San Diego Chargers, who upset Pittsburgh today 17-13 in the slot. That's to the right. Aikman back to throw it. Intercepted by Eric Davis. And Davis will score for the 49ers. Intended for Kevin Williams. 44-yard touchdown run by Eric Davis. They thought he might be the weak link.
That's the place they wanted to work on. And again, I think Deion Sanders on Harper has thrown him for a loop. They didn't expect that. They're going to throw away from Deion. Troy Aikman reads this. Right there's man. Now watch Eric Davis. He lets him go. Then he comes back to the inside and jumps in.
Brian the kicker. And it's 7-0 San Francisco. Touchdown Eric Davis on a 44-yard touchdown. Yardage. Aikman. Screen passes to Emmitt Smith, and he is hit hard by Brian Young. Aikman back. Pass is caught and dropped and left on the ground. San Francisco ball.
You're right, that pass was caught, and then it was fumbled.
Michael Irvin made the catch. Couldn't hang on.
Yes, the ball is thrown a little behind him. He comes down. He has both feet there, and then the ball just got stripped.
Floyd. Outside to Rice. Rice. Taken down just shy of a first down. Here's Young. Pump fake. Outside to Waters. Waters inside the 10. Knocked out of bounds at about the 1. Now they say touchdown. He was in. Ricky Waters. From 29 yards out on a pass from Steve Young, and the 49ers are hot.
Man, did he have time. I think Ricky Waters was about Steve Young's third wide receiver, because watch his pass protection. Last game they didn't have it. Starts out with a play pass. He looks to the left. He pumps. He looks down the middle. He pumps. He looks out here to the right. His third receiver, Ricky Waters, all the way out here on the right side. Now he does that high step, stays in bounds, and gets a touchdown. Although I'm not sure that he did stay in bounds. I'm not sure that the ball was in bounds.
They're kicking the extra point. And And it's 14-0 San Francisco with 10:41 left in the first. Brian. Kickoff. Kevin Williams' third kickoff return of the day. They need something to happen. Again, the ball is loose. And again, San Francisco recovers. Doug Bryan, the kicker, I believe, made the recovery.
Well, what a start for this 49er team. And William Floyd, he thought he was going to get a break. He can't even take his shoulder pads off for a second.
35, and Young gives to Waters. Waters is down inside the 30. 6. To Taylor. Right back. James Washington wraps him up. But a first down at the 10. Young will throw it. Quarterback draw. Young to the 1. Goal at the 1. Floyd. Touchdown San Francisco, and the 49ers lead it 20-0. Impressive.
The 49ers wanted the crowd to get in this game, and the 49ers have given the crowd reason to be in this game. But, you know, it all started with turnovers.
Yep.
2 that Eric Davis got for him. The third one was Adam Walker on a special teams play. The team has had 3 turnovers that quickly.
It is 21-0 San Francisco with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter.
Hurting everything.
2 tight ends. Emmitt Smith hit in the backfield by Ken Norton. Doesn't even get underway. Darrell Johnston on the move. Ricky Jackson on the rush. Going deep. Michael Irvin, touchdown, Dallas. They can double him, but they still can't cover him. Toy Cook and Eric Davis both back there with him.
Eric Davis was back there, like you said. Here's Michael Irvin. The first thing they're doing is they're playing way too far off him. You see, they're so far off him that they feel comfortable with that cushion. They have him inside out. Eric Davis on the outside, Toy Cook on the inside, Michael Irvin, the playmaker, and too much confidence playing off.
The extra point is good. It's 21-7. 2:14 left in the first quarter at Candlestick. That is the end of the first quarter with the score. The San Francisco 49ers 21, the Dallas Cowboys 7. Aikman back to throw on first. Wheels it outside to Irvin. Irvin covered by Sanders. Novacek holding. Bonio's kick is wide left. No good.
That was a terrible Cowboys series.
21-7. The score remains with 10:19 left in the second. Beating Pittsburgh. Here's Young back to throw. Going deep. Rice.
The official, they talked him into it.
And again, no running backs for Young. This time he gets it to Brent Jones, and they get a first down. Steve Young fires up the middle. Almost a touchdown to Jerry Rice. He had it and lost it. Bryan from 34 yards out trying for a field goal, and he hits it. And the 49ers move ahead 24-7 with 5:54 left in the second quarter. Aikman a throw. Pass caught by Jade Novacek. Aikman faked to Smith, rolls right, throws back to Novacek. A tight end screen, and Novacek stays on his feet, still on his feet. Novacek fights down to the 19-yard line. Here comes a blitz from San Francisco, but Aikman fires, caught by Irvin in front of Sanders, out of bounds at the 5.
That's one of the great matchups in football. 2 of the great players in football.
Cowboys going a quick count. Emmitt Smith is going to get in the end zone. The 49er defense was unsettled. They were still shifting around when Emmitt took it in.
Like you said, that was a good play there in that situation. Makes you think back to the last time they were running down there and they ran that draw. But watch how they catch them switching. Watch the 49er defense. You see they're moving back and forth, adjusting, and then they go on that quick count. The 49ers weren't ready for any kind of play, and the Cowboys did some.
Bonio for the extra point is good, and it's 24-14. San Francisco by 10 as they hook up. 2nd and 6, and Young back to throw. Williams tight ends, and Young goes back to throw, going deep. For Jerry Rice, covered by Brown. Touchdown. Touchdown. Young to Rice.
If the Cowboys didn't run it out when they had it, they didn't put anyone back on the punt. You thought they were going to run it out. They didn't. They gave the 49ers an opportunity. They had a bad punt, and when you give the 49ers an opportunity, they're going to go after you. Here's Larry Brown. The 49ers said he's the guy that we're going to work on deep, and if you're going to work on him deep, work on him with Jerry Rice. A little out and a little up and a perfect pass. Boom, can they go for you?
He just went right by him.
Yep. And Jerry Rice on Larry Brown is no matchup.
Which is good, and it's 31-14.
And the 49ers have been living with that thing, and Steve Young has had that but on his back for a long time. There where they say, well, Steve Young, you know, he hasn't been to a Super Bowl yet. He can't win the big one. And you can just see when you do something like that, that all those things start to just fall off your back.
Yep. That's the end of the first half with the score, San Francisco 31, Dallas 14. Stay tuned for the Dockers halftime as this Fox NFL special will continue after this message and a word from your local Fox station. Kick off to start the second half. Dexter Carter. Fumble. Ball loose. Dallas has it. Showing blitz. Aikman rush, gets it off to the 10, and a flag on the play. Playing this game, as John Madden said, for an awful lot of money.
$838,000.
Emmitt Smith gets to the 1. Defensive line. Emmitt Smith, touchdown, Dallas.
Well, it just shows you it's amazing what turnovers do. We saw the 49ers get the turnovers. Boom, 3 touchdowns, 21 points. The second half, the Cowboys come out. They get that turnoff. Boom, 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 right down there. And Emmitt Smith takes it in.
Novacek's the holder. The extra point is good. And Dallas has narrowed the gap to 10. Here's Steve Young with plenty of time. And open, John Taylor. Here's Steve Young with time. Gets it to Brent Jones, and the 49ers will move the sticks. Waters. Ricky Waters inside the 10, out of bounds at about the 6. Young is alone. Here's that quarterback draw set up, and Young gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Steve Young.
Oh, boy, I think that monkey just left that left shoulder. I think he threw it off right there with that touchdown. He had a draw, and there was no draw there. He had to run. And then he had to run like a running back.
He got it in, and Brian adds the extra point, and it's San Francisco 38, Dallas 21. Here's Young's touchdown again. Jones with a pop. Washington and Hennings, but Young still. Aikman again back to throw it. Not going to have. Finally gets it out to Michael Irvin, who gets across midfield, gets into 49er territory, knocked out of bounds at the zone, but he's back now. Here's Aikman pumping and going deep. And Sanders intercepts for San Francisco. Michael Irvin takes him down at about the 2-yard line.
Deion's starting that dance down there, and they all get away from him, let him do a little dance. He intercepts.
So the 49ers take over. 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and San Francisco leads 38-21.
plain old bar.
And he's lived up to it. This is Ricky Waters with some room and taken down by Woodson, and the 49ers
taking more of a beating than anyone else's.
Young is going to take off, and he's going to get close to a first down, and he's going to get more. Steve Young still going, slides at about the 48. The handoff is to Waters, and Waters again goes for good yardage. They're chewing up this Dallas defense now. Cisco 38, Dallas 21. This Fox NFL special will continue after these messages from your local Fox station. Aikman. Urban to the 20. Terrific catch. Blair Thomas is the running back. They fake to him, and Aikman throws the end zone. Mervin. Touchdown, Dallas.
I'll tell you, those guys are going down like champions. I mean, if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to whip them. I mean, Troy Aikman is doing everything that you have to do here.
Extra point becomes very important. And Bonio hits it. And it's 38-28. And watch what he does with both feet.
There's one down, and there's the drag. So both feet were inbound.
38-28. 8.5 minutes left. San Francisco 43. Aikman again will have to throw, and does, and goes deep. The pass is incomplete. And Aikman is swamped. Tim Harris takes Aikman down.
That may be the Super Bowl play.
That might be. Aikman can't get rid of it. Tim Harris again around the corner. 51 times, now 52, as he is hit by Rhett Hall and sacked again. Aikman has time this time and gets it to Novacek. Novacek to the 30.
Not a first down.
Not a first down. And the 49ers offensive unit comes on the field, and everybody begins to celebrate. Said a moment ago that John and I would pick the Miller Lite most valuable player of the game, and our selection is number 8, Steve Young.
I'll tell you, everyone feels good for that man. I mean, he's been through a lot.
It's going to be San Diego against San Francisco.
He's had a lot on his shoulder, but you can see it coming off now, can't you?
The 49ers and Chargers played in the regular season at San Diego, game we did. San Francisco won 38-15. Overall, the series is 4-3. What courage and what an effort by this guy.
The Cowboys have given us a lot of great games and have been great champions.
But 3 in a row won't happen. Nobody's ever done it, and it won't happen now.
Troy Aikman told us, he said, I hope Steve Young wins one. I just don't want it to be against us.
Steve Young in the shadows of Joe Montana for so many years is finally out.
And it's his day, and it's his team, and he knows it, and everyone else knows it.